Alright, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be playing some Firewatch. I thought I'd switch it up a little bit. I want to start playing some more single-player games, doing some walkthroughs. And Firewatch is a game that is near and dear to my heart. If you've never played it before, I'd highly recommend it. It's a pretty short, small indie game. Um, I think I bought it for like $10 maybe on the Microsoft Store. But let's get into it. This game is super awesome, super narrative. So real quick, we're gonna start a new game, and let's get into it. It's been probably about 6 months since I played this game. First time I played it was over summer of last year. So, alright, you see Julia. Oh wait, I think I'm supposed to hit A here. Cool. Alright. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You are drunk. Let's see. If I was drunk and I was approaching a girl at a bar, I don't know. I feel like I'd ask, like, what's your major? I don't know. You slur the word major and it smells like Coors. You give an awkward smile. Evolutionary biology, she says, and I'm a professor. Cool, you reply. What's yours? She asks. She sniffs the air. Toxicology? Was that a burn, you ask? She says definitely. Worried she hurt your feelings, she asks if you want to split a cheeseburger. 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. Alright, here's a little, it's my backpack, picking this up, alright. I just love the art style of this game. The music, oh gosh, as you guys watch, the music in this game, top notch. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in. You share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about everywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. There's a scruffy, undersized Beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German Shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's a badass. Let's see, you pick up the Beagle and she names him Bucket, or you adopt the Shepherd and name him Mayhem. I don't know, I feel like, being a married man, if I were, we don't have a dog, but when we do get a dog, we can have a dog in our apartment right now. I'd probably go with the Beagle. Happy wife, happy life. I like Beagles though. I'm a sucker. I do like German Shepherds. They're cool, scary. But I don't know, something about a Beagle named Bucket, I like that better. Bucket's a good dog, and a week later, you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him, and you love him too. 1979. You talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m., and heat still radiates off the high desert. What do you think about kids? She asks. Kids? They're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have some, a couple of little idiots. Let's say one day white rush. She looks away out towards the mountains. We have plenty of time, right? Speak for yourself, mister. Don't worry, reassure her. You tell her she has the body of an undergrad. My ovaries didn't get the memo, she says, laughing it off. One day, okay? One day, she says. 6 months later, you get engaged, lying in bed on a Sunday morning. Okay, so looks like we're doing a little flashback as we're driving here. Thoroughfare trailhead. No fireworks, don't forget to check in. Bear country. It's not recommended for inexperienced hikers. Can I zoom in? I know there's like a zoom in. Country country. It's beautiful. I love the forest. I love being up in the mountains. I love all of that. And this game just, I love it. That's what I love doing. It's a Thursday night, and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. I'd probably, I don't know, in real life, I'm the more quiet, clammed up kind of person in the relationship a lot of the times. I don't freak out on you, but I just get quiet and upset. So that's probably what I would do. This is probably what I would do. Yeah, you don't touch each other all night. The next day, you feel guilty for being so angry and ask her about her evening. She says it was great. You hold on to a tiny pill of resentment. You make some coffee and go to work. Julia still likes to draw. Oh, sorry, it's 1981. So a few years later, she draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. I'd probably do this one. You pose and flex like He-Man. That'd be fun. You look awesome. Wow, look at this. This orange sky. It's so pretty. Like I said, I love the art style in this game. It's fantastic. Really. This game really deserves a lot more recognition than it gets. Two Forks, look out. 8 more miles. Dang, this guy is hiking. Sheesh. I think the longest hike I've ever done is probably close to 12 miles. Alright, 1982. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Bucket at night. There's a festival in town that brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Oh, that's, yeah, scary. Bucket gets kicked. Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she is stressed. You confrontly attack her. Oh yeah, I'd beat this dude up. 100%. Your arm gets cut up, but you beat the guy to a pulp. You don't feel very tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. Julia asks to take a different path that day forward. You say okay. You don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. Yeah, I'm very protective. I definitely think I'd, 1984, plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job. Associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. I don't know. I feel like in real life, if this was me, to not take the job. Commuting back and forth would be expensive and costly. It's a great job. I'd agree. You know, you don't want your spouse to follow their dreams. You ask her if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it if you won't move. You tell her not to pass it up if that's what she wants. She agrees. She flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. That'd be hard in any relationship. 1985. Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. Interesting. I'll be honest, I played this game like this last summer. Do not remember the story whatsoever. So I'm finding out just along with you guys. She was found crying in the stairwell. No, I talked to her about it. Say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. Yeah. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She is 41. We both decide to keep it a secret for now. Oh, okay, so he didn't just like hike straight there. That's my journal. Oh. I'm gonna have to block that one out. Forgot about that part. Bucket is getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. 1987. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over, for no particular reason, and has to be brought home by the police. She's devastated. She is sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn child little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes, she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family. They are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. 1988. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with a 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple of months. You know, I had a situation like this at a family member who had some dementia. They were older. I don't know. I think in this situation, I would want to move her into some sort of full-time care facility. I'd be scared, you know, if something happens and I'm not there. Like at the house, I'd rather have someone else who is trained, professional. So, interesting. Oh, look, a deer. It's an elk. Or a buck. Yeah. Her family agrees with your decision. You find a fantastic place in Boulder and move her there. You see her every day. And every other day. Interesting. You go out to the bar with your old friends. It's not the same. You get the feeling that every wife tells her husband, if you ever put me in a home like Henry did, I will cut your balls off. You slowly decide not to see your old friends that much. Interesting. I could see that from a very interesting story standpoint, you know. You're trying to do what's best, at least what you think is best for your spouse, and, you know, other people don't see it that way. 1989. Julia's sister Susan moves to Boulder to be close to her. You see her. She visits her every day. You go with her some of the time. Susan buys you an old typewriter and urges you to use it if you want to see a therapist. You won't. You've always really liked Susan. Interesting. Months go by. Bucket dies. Julia doesn't remember him when you tell her. Sometimes it takes her a minute to lock in on you. In the back of your mind, you believe it's because you see her less and less, and seeing her less and less makes her forget you more, you think. Summer is coming, and you see an ad in the paper for a job. You take it. That's this job? In the Firewatch tower? Ooh. You know, I think this would be a fun job, but I also think it would be terrifying. I mean, you're like out in the middle of nowhere. You know, I understand as part of the story, you know, he's trying to take this job, go and get some space, be out in the wilderness, in nature, think for himself. But I mean, yeah, you'd be out in the middle of nowhere, and this tower is the only civilization you've got. Be crazy. Be a cool job, but it'd also be kind of freaky. All right, the door. Turn on the power. Oh wow.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Someone's talking. All right.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
You're rebelling against mom. You killed 3 ex-husbands.
Okay, you're probably just rebelling against a mom who wishes you had given her grandkids, by the sound of your voice, at least 15 years ago. You come out here and it really grinds her gears and you love it. Can I sleep now?
Dude, Henry.
Well, she also says I fuck immature men, but in my defense, who wouldn't want a 28-year-old with ambition and energy and some fire in his belly in bed?
Me, I'm going now.
Just a second, now it's my turn.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you. I say you got fired from your job and have finally decided to write your novel. That's the sort of bullshit reason you'll find a man out in the woods.
Good night.
Welcome to the job.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is Firewatch, day 1. All right.
Good morning, Henry. Well, I guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
All right. Wait, she can see us? I know her fire tower is like somewhere in front of me, but I do not see it. Anyway, well, I think we will leave off here. I hope you enjoyed the episode. This should be is a very good game. I mean, as you can tell from just the opening here, the narrative is very deep. There's a lot going on with Henry, this Delilah character. Yeah, I'm excited to get into it. I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.